Morning, welcome to another weekend on Lunar. So last weekend we were away in van, just thought we'd have a break. We've been bank holiday, but on Monday we've had shower cubicle probably about 6 months or so, just cluttering the house up, so I thought I'd get it through to the boat. And then one thing led to another and I ended up getting it fixed in. It wasn't that bad actually. Instructions, like, you can pretty much forget about them. So it's just like a drawing. It shows you what it should look like, but it's pretty much straightforward. So I got that done, and also I had a bit of a result. I went to a company that make fire doors, big thick fire doors, and they trim them all with oak. So anyway, I got talking to the lad and he says, "Oh, we've got loads of oak trim that, you know, like, I don't know, they say they were rejects, but to be fair, I can't find out wrong with them, but they're perfect for this job anyway." So I ended up with I'll show you. You can see. So I've got all that sat there. So there's probably enough to do this boat and another boat, but and he says if I need any more I can go back and get some more. But yeah, it's pretty decent stuff, and it was at a good price, so which is always a bargain. It's always good. So right, so what I'm going to do is I fixed some bits on to walls, and then there's like some sliding bits that allow for adjustment, you know, so it fits edge of tray. So I've got it all lined up. I've put some screws in, so I'll just put these, get these other ones put in, then I can hang doors and they're out of the way, because at the minute they're just laid on bed and probably be safer fitted. So all you've got is just some small stainless steel screws, and they have like just a plastic cap goes on them. Right, I'll get. It's a bit difficult to film actually. Not really been a big area like, so I'll get rollers put onto the doors, and then I'll show you it when it's finished. That's probably going to be best. Right, fetch you back in a bit. See ya. Yeah, right then. So I've got doors on now. Wants a good polish, but that's just what the car needs, a glass cleaner and that. I ain't got none with me, so. But yeah, it's just it's not bad quality actually. Bit squeaky on rubbers. But yeah, so that's it. And I've got the you can see it, just square shower head and handheld one. Thermostat control on thing. All wants a good clean, it wants siliconing up and everything on to, but that's for another day. There's no rush to get it siliconed up at the minute. So yeah, right, I'm on with sanding outside at boat now. Yeah, sanding it, but I'll show you in a minute. Right, yeah. Right, so outside, where bugs had landed in it, it's like I kept looking at it and I wasn't happy with it. So this is a massive job. Could easily take me like 2 weekends to buff it, but it is what it is, and I want it done. So what I've done is, wherever there were a bug in it, or a bit that I wasn't happy with, I've hit that back with some 800, just on a block, small block, just to take the pip off. Then I've gone over with I think it would have 1500 or 2000, which are like a soft pad, and I've got one. I'll show you. So they're like spongy, lump of sponge, and it looks more like just like a mesh. It's not really sandpaper as such, but that's a 2000. So hit it with 1500, 2000, 3000, and then basically what you get then is, I don't know how good you're going to see this actually, but it's clean. Let's have a look, see if I can show you. Yeah, look, we can see it better here. So if we look just on line, that's where I've buffed it. Oh, it just wants a bit more polishing. And that's where I've gone on with 3000. So it does mat it off a bit, but when so this is stuff I'm using. So stuff I've always used normal G3, but somebody said get the extra plus. It's supposed to be better, like, so don't know. So basically, and then we just end up with as near as a mirror finish, you know, glass finish as you're gonna get. There is still odd little bits in it, cornfly. There's a couple of them that I just don't get out because there must be first layer of lacquer. And if I start going back to first layer, there's a chance I can buff through. And if I buff through, there's only one way. Then I've got to start blending lacquer back in or re-lacquer inside, and it's not going to happen. So at the end of the day, it is an outside spray job. It's not a professional job, as in it wasn't done in a spray booth, but it is, you know, it's as good as you're going to get. So, right. So I'll just get sorted, then I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I'm not going to film it all because, like I say, it could take 2 weekends, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll crack on. I'll fetch you back in a minute. Right. Right, so basically just put a bit just on pad. This isn't a, it's into 9-inch angle grinder, might look like one, but it's a proper buffing slower. So right, and then just an old squirty bottle. Managed to find an empty one in the house. Fill it up with water. Get a quick squirt. Right, so that's how you do it. I mean, there's 1001 videos how to wet sand and buff clear, it's called. If you just look on YouTube, if you're interested, if you need to do one, or if you want to buff some scratches out your car or whatever. But like I said previously, you can easily buff through lacquer, and once you've gone through that, you're down to base coat, there's no coming back from it. It is what it is, so you've got to be very careful. But I'll show you, try and show you up close, and then so that bit where we had that line, now if you look, it's all gone. Just see, if you look there, that's one of the cornflies that's in it. It's in it forever, because I'm not prepared to try and get it out. I could, but like I say, if I go through, that's it. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but you know, that's where I've just buffed up to. So that's it. Right, I'll leave camera running, and then but it's not a very interesting job, but it's something I've got to do. So right, I'll crack on. Obviously I'm not concentrating too much on bottom or right on top, because it's getting it's going to have to be all sanded back out anyway to do what I want to do with black. So no point in buffing it here, polishing it just to sand it again. Right, so I've just sanded this back with some 2000. Yeah, 2000. I'm just going to do a bit more up here, and then run off with 3000. So that's stage light 1. Just there were a couple, when I edited it back with 800, there were a couple of bits that were just wanted a little bit like, so got them. So I'm just going up to duck hatch, put 3,000 there, and then I'll buff that bit, see how it comes out. Right, I'll turn the camera off and I'll fetch you back in a bit. Right, so I've just given that a quick buff. I forgot to turn the camera on. But, as you can see, it's a bit mucky like, but so that's pretty much the process. I'm happy with how it's come out. Probably going to be a bit quicker, might be able to get it done. See how it goes. Right, I'll show you end results. See you later. Alright then, so that's it for the weekend now. I got it. I got it done a lot quicker than I thought I would have done, like, but it's buffed up pretty quick. So that's it. So now I can get on and get the black. Get it black, you know, line at top and line at bottom that I'm going to put on, which I'll show you, like, which might be next week. It just depends. There's a lot of sanding to do to get it there. Bit of filling required, but yeah. So that's it. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So, but I'm happy with it. We had it's come out now. Like, I mean, it's as most at Wildlife's been buffed out. There's odd little bit in it, but we're in first layer of lacquer, and there's no what I can do about that. So it is what it is on that one. Because if I try to go through to first layer of lacquer, there's a chance I'll go through, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather leave a bug in it. Like, they're not really that noticeable anyway. But right, we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. See you, bye.